say you got that on the recording, please.
Yeah, I mean, it probably is.
We'll never know.
We will never know. But
You
Until
might
we
have
watch
to
the
edit
recordings
that
and find
for
out.
YouTube.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
get lots of things of recording that don't make the light of day.
Because YouTube has some very weird rules.
I don't think we're really worried about it. But
You
all right.
really should have a blooper week where you just release bloopers.
I don't think that is. We'll see.
Any
Even
one of you is welcome to make a second job out of this game. I am hiring.
Yeah. All right. Well. Other than
Let's talk workers' comp and pay.
oh, if you think that there's benefits in pay, you have another thing coming.
Move to Canada, I'll cover healthcare.
But all right.
But I
all right.
think it wasn't
Well,
that witty.
all right. Well, with that, I think we are ready to go. Does anybody else have anything that they would like to say?
I could talk about Armored Core some more.
Oh, have you been playing Armor Core? Been having so much fun with those mechs.
Right.
And welcome to this edition of the USS Guan Yu. My name is
This
Tyler. I'm the
edition?
wonderful
Roll it back, try again.
Well, now I don't want to.
Episode Season 5, Episode
Jesus
11,
Christ,
take 2.
Kyle. I'm going to be quiet for 10 full seconds.
You shouldn't, because you're giving us time to think of how to
Ah,
interrupt
son
you
of a-
next.
Alright, this one's you. Take 3.
Welcome to the USS Guan Yu, the wonderful Star Trek Adventures TTRPG channel here on this channel. I'm your wonderful game master Tyler. With me is actually our full crew today. This has been great. It sounds like I didn't mean to say it like that. We're not ending or anything. But last we left off, the crew of the USS Guan Yu was back at DS-Fortitude dealing with some of the ramifications of the Lormian evacuation of Oregon 3. We have, Captain Edwards trying to deal with some of the diplomatic consequences of his actions, dealing with the Admiralty, dealing with Starfleet Command, dealing with the Klingons, dealing with. While that's been going on, we've had Commander Kelly taking a wonderful Lormian named Tetu under their wing. We have we have Commander Hagen trying her best to just create another diplomatic incident. That's been really fun to watch from this side. Trying to figure out the deal with the quote anomalous children back on the Lormian homeworld. Today I wasn't actually joking when I told the group earlier in the day today that it's going to be kind of a downtime episode. So it is just going to be the 2 threat per person today, and it's going to be 10 threat in total. Unpausing the game here so that everybody can have access to everything. So, you have about a week of a couple of things that are going on at DS-Fortitude. Number 1, your ship has a pending upgrade to the nacelles for that variable warp geometry nacelle upgrade. The station itself is actually completing its construction and getting added scale so that you can take in all of these Lormian refugees and get yourself some more comfortable room anyways. So some of you during this week of downtime do have duties that you are going to be attending to. You might have some additional projects that you'd like to do. Maybe you want to come in and help with the construction projects on the Guan Yu or on DS-Fortitude. Those events are available with you right away. But first, let's go ahead and I'm going to take a quick peek-see over here to Hagen. Go ahead. Just one moment for me, everybody. Oops. Try it again. Yeah, let's go ahead and transfer over to Commander Hagen.
Oh no.
And then let's get your token on there right away before the light transitions start to mess up. Okay, there's Crew. There's Hagen. This is actually a question that I have for you. Are you and there's two tokens. Okay.
It's okay. My game is still loading. It's wanting to be
Okay.
slow today.
I caught it,
Okay.
and so did the recording.
Just let me know when everybody's there. Everybody should be there now. We all good, Kesha?
It's just not wanting to load. I don't know why.
Okay, here. Let me
But
click
you-
F5 to refresh, maybe.
It's what I'm doing right now.
Oh.
I'm gonna try one more thing. See
Okay.
if this will
I could
work.
also try to move. I could also try to
Nah,
move.
he's not in the game right now.
Oh. Okay.
There. That's what you're joining.
The actual game won't load.
Oh. Okay.
You just popped up now.
Yeah, it's.
I see you in there now.
Yeah, it looks like it let me log in now. It's just not loading.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm good to go as long as you don't need me to roll any dice.
Okay. Well, let me. Well, here. Let me go ahead and just let me end the game. Let me close out and go back in. Then this will kick everybody out.
How dare you?
It won't actually unless you guys refresh. I mean, you'll definitely be kicked out, but it won't like instantly happen.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody leave and come back for me.
Now let me get back to my PC.
Oh, I'm sorry. I interrupted your fucking baking.
Now you
I'm
ordered
just
pizza.
doing dishes. I ordered pizza tonight.
Um.
I might still do some baking.
Ah.
Make me some.
You see
some
what
tasty
happened?
brownies.
You broke the game for everyone.
What do you mean?
Did I stutter?
Did I break the
It's,
game?
Not let me log in at all now.
Let me load right back in.
Okay.
Let me go and log out.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
about
gonna try one more time.
There it goes.
Jeez.
Come on, you can do it. I believe
Yeah,
in you.
I'm thinking it's just gonna take me some time. You can go ahead and start describing things if you want.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and I just want. Okay. Well, there's no point in doing the visual thing that I was going to do anyway. So, okay. Great. My question to you is: are you and Sarah Mitchell sharing a bedroom at this point?
Yes,
Okay, and it would be your quarters that you guys are staying in, right?
most definitely. The difference
Okay.
between a commander's quarters and an ensign's are or a
Lieutenant.
lieutenant, but still.
Yeah. And then you're sleeping on the station, correct?
Currently, yes.
Currently, yes. Okay. Cool. Let me just get everybody who needs to be here there. Catcher, are you in the game now or no?
I'm in the game, but it's just a black screen. It won't load up. I think it's just taking time to load. But oh wait, there I are. There I am.
That's weird. Okay.
Yeah, as soon as I started talking shit about it, it was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, fuck you, dude. There's a small lamp on right there. Give me 1 second, everybody. Thank you for your patience.
Are you actually playing with lighting?
Yeah, I am playing with lighting.
Good, because the lighting engine on Foundry is like really freaking cool, and you can do some crazy shit.
small night light illuminates, and the screen should be dark now for everybody, correct?
Yep.
Cool. Sarah Mitchell has already. She had actually a pretty long shift today. She was out in a worker bee tractoring some larger components onto the station. You walked right in. You were pretty beat too, and saw her in bed. I'm assuming. Do you wake her up, or
No,
it's probably
I
like
think
11? It's like 11:30 at night at this point.
I think Kestra falls into bed too.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, she doesn't.
Oh yeah, where'd she go?
She goes over to her desk, and she checks to see if there are any messages from her sister or her mother or her father.
One moment. You peruse your personal server. There is a small written message from your sister. That basically just says, "Holding out hope. Hope you're doing okay. We haven't heard anything from father."
I just send a text message back that says, "He'll be okay. You know, it's going to take more than some Jem'Hadar to get rid of him."
Yeah, you send that away. Where? What do you do next? In your room, you see no other messages. You see a couple of administrative things that just require your approval. Some like building permit stuff. Some you see that the engineering division needs to shut down some of the power systems in med bay, in the primary med bay, for an hour, in order to shore up the power systems in that area to the wing that they're adding on to that sort of area. They're adding like a hallway to the next deck.
Okay. I do my administrative duties. I sign off on things that need signed off on, and then I think after that I do go to bed. I think she's just exhausted at this point. It's been a very long few weeks.
Okay. Should be able to just barely see yourself. Okay. Your head hits your pillow. You hear Lieutenant Mitchell stir in bed. Your head hits the pillow. Your eyes just close. Empty, inky blackness. The space between the conscious world and the dream world. Where does Kestra's mind go to?
Beta Z.
Anywhere in particular?
She tries to think back to the defensive plans, because her father was a very thorough man. He had plans for his plans for his plans. And she's trying to remember anything he ever did that was like, if Beta Z ever falls.
So your choice in this moment, it's
trying to remember what trying to think of, like, what is he going to do? How is he going to survive this? What is going to happen? It's just her trying to intellectualize it rather than feel it.
Yeah, okay. This is all from the perspective of your father, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. you open your eyes and you see you're in a small, very cramped underground network system. Stone walls. You see emergency lighting. You see. Just kind of hard for you to focus. There's a lot of people moving past you, shuffling past you. Get those power systems up now. Get them up now. Come on. Damn it. And you turn around and you see your father. Broad shoulders, wearing sort of his sort of Federation, not like his jacket, you know what I mean? Like
his, not his like admiral's uniform then.
Yeah, he's sort of he's wearing sort of that undergarment, that gray like turtleneck. There, you see a phaser on his hip. You see a large gash sort of open on his forehead. You see that he gathers a couple of Beta Zeds and he's talking really quietly to them in the hallway.
I walk up and I try to touch his shoulder.
Okay. What is Kestra feeling at this
Relief. Fear and relief kind of mixed together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's afraid for him because obviously he is in danger. And thank everything he is alive.
You see your father is in sort of a hush conversation. Listen, they're going to be here soon. They have already penetrated our outer defenses. They're Jem'Hadar strike squadrons. He pulls out sort of a hand pilot that has sort of the map of the sort of... the administrative building on Beta Z sits on top of sort of a... Not like a mountainside thing, but it's like jutted up right against sort of high rocky walls. Yeah, kind of like a cliff, yeah. You see sort of a schematic of the underground tunnel systems that lead up through the cliff into sort of escape entrances further in the countryside. He's pointing here and he says, "Listen, they're right behind us. We need to keep going. Grab all these supplies. Head up there. Carry your wounded. Everything will." You touch him on the shoulder. Stops talking.
Dad.
He looks at you. Right at you.
Are you alright?
The weirdest sensation befalls you as your father walks through you. Whoa.
Oh, I didn't like that. And I turn around. What is he doing?
He's like looking around. And the three sort of Beta Z security officers say, "Admiral, we need to get moving." Oh, right. Funniest
Can you hear me?
thing. Okay, right. Let me help you with that. And he goes forward. Grabs one handle of sort of a heavy sort of generator unit, and he says, "All right, well, we need to head that way. Okay. Forward 100 paces, left. Take a left at the fork, then go 40 paces forward, turn a right, and then follow that all the way down." You hear plasma weapon fire very close to where you are. What's Kestra feeling?
Fear, anger, hope because he's alive. And she wants to be there. She feels like she should be there.
Your father starts like sprinting down the hallway. Are you following him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You're sprinting. Roll me 3 challenge dice for me.
Okay. That's a weird thing to ask someone to do, but all right. What a weirdo. Oh dear.
Yeah. As you start running forward, you feel your body get heavier and heavier. Your father continues sprinting. You feel the most piercing headache. Oh! You sort of crumple down as it hits you. You turn around, and the last thing that you see is a 5-person Jemadar strikes team, rifles up, pointing at you and sprinting through you. As they run through you, you wake up. In bed.
I think she scoots up, like, her hand going... She keeps her holster, like she has a bedside table. She keeps the phaser holster in the drawer in the bedside table because that's the first thing she has to grab if she needs to, like, get up out of bed quickly.
Yeah.
I think she just instinctively reaches over and grabs it before she realizes where she is.
Okay. Here, Sarah sort of feels you jump up, and she jumps up too, and sees that you're holding up your phaser, right?
Like, right. I think what it is literally that Kestra's moved herself between Sarah and the door, like she's shielding her, but like it is confused now. Like 1 second was like ready to fight and is now like looking around almost as if she doesn't realize where she is.
Yeah. You see Sarah Mitch goes, "Hey, whoa, 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 computer lights." It's usually quicker than that, but what the hell?
Sorry. Sorry. I put the phaser on the table and I'm like,
Why am I wet?
wet?
Why am I wet?
You're wet. Is it
You
salty?
look down at the bed.
It's
It's covered in your sweat and also ocean water. You see her face was actually in it for a second. You see half of her sort of like short hair is drenched in water from on the side that she was laying on, and she's looking at you. Yeah.
There were gem.
Yeah. So where? There were Jemadar here?
No, Beta Z. I was there. We were in tunnels.
Okay. Shh. You see she scoots closer to you? Okay. So, there's a lot of water in bed, so I would lay down here with you, but I don't want to lay down in a wet bed. So come here.
Okay. I don't think it wasn't a nightmare. It was... I was there. I saw my father. He was coordinating the defenses.
So, okay. What do you want to do?
Where's my journal? And I go to write down the feeling and the vision first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, will you come with me?
Where are we going?
We're going to Dr. Talos' office.
Okay.
And then maybe to the captain, but that might not be with you. I'm not sure.
Lieutenant Mitchell goes, okay. Is this like a 2:30 a.m. we need to go right now? Because it is actively 2:30.
It's 2:30?
Yep.
Oh.
Well, we can go if you want. I'm fine with waking up a doctor. I just did it just now. I feel like
It's her favorite hobby.
Well, it's just that the saltwater thing has happened before, but never this much.
Never this much. Okay. Listen, this is she thinks about making a joke, and she sort of, but you hear the joke come on, like you hear the
I hear it in her head, and I
yeah.
don't judge her for it.
And she sort of bites her lip and is like, "There's so many things that I could say." Okay,
Look,
well,
I-
let's.
I know how this sounds, but when it's happened before, it's not from me. It's ocean water.
There. Okay. 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 Yep. Yep. All right. Talos, let's go. Oh no, where did all my sounds go? Sound effects. Fuck. Door.
I've rotated myself accidentally.
Woo!
Control
You see-
scroll wheel.
It rotated, bitch.
You see Sarah just starts going down the hall. You see, like, it's like the hallway lights are dimmed because it's very early. Where are you going?
I think as she's walking, she presses the comm badge and is like, this is Commander Kestra to Dr. Talos.
You don't get an immediate response.
Yes, I know. I'm continuing to walk.
Yeah. What's up?
You remember when I told you about the ocean water?
Just a deep sigh. Okay.
I just woke up drenched in about a gallon of it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I...
Another day in the Federation. All right, go to my office.
Okay.
And yeah, hang on. Let's transition here.
I'd like to think that none of these things happen to any other species ships. It's just the Federation that keeps fucking around and finding out.
For sure. For sure.
There's a whole Tumblr post about that.
Scale. Nope. Scale. May as well just keep Hagen in here.
I keep telling you not to delete tokens. You keep deleting them.
And I'm going to continue to.
Causing
Big
yourself
Mitchell.
work.
Lorge.
She just looks bigger. Well, actually. They're about the same. Okay. The door. The door. I'm going to fix that. The door opens. And Dr. Talos is sitting in his chair. If he had hair, it would be ruffled. He's holding a just very large mug. You can smell it from where you are. It's Ractigino. Alright. Hi.
Hello. So sorry to wake you. Normally I wouldn't, but this was so vivid, and I'm assuming that both Kestra and Sarah are both still soaked in the salt water.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Just went swimming.
Right.
Yeah.
I was
Yep,
on
that's
Beta
water.
Z.
Sorry?
I was on Beta Z. I was in the tunnels underneath the embassy. I saw my father. He was helping carry generators and defense equipment down a hallway. There were Jim Hadar soldiers. He sensed my presence. I was there. I didn't even know that this was possible.
Give me 1 second. And he starts typing on his little tiny laptop. Can you give me your... He rubs his eyes. I'm awake. Okay. I need you to give me your security credentials so I can look at the security cameras.
Understood. Here we go, and I go over and I type them in.
You see that he pulls up the. You see, he's rather skilled with a computer. He's sort of holding his head up, and his right hand is just moving back and forth across the LCAR system. Okay. When was this? Just now? Yep.
Just now. Yes.
And pulls up the security cam video. It's in. Okay. Okay. And he shows you sleeping in bed.
Right.
uh. So you begin to glow.
Well, that's new.
There is a. You can see it. It's because the room actually gets brighter. Like the night vision has to sort of adapt to it. You begin emitting a purple, like a dark purple glow. With with some just like a bright purple, but still dark. You emit that for about the same amount of time that you were sort of in the tunnel, like 2.5, 3 minutes or so, and then the light vanishes, and you see. It's hard. He actually has to zoom in and see, but you see the water just sort of just appears. Not like from above you, but it almost leaches out of you, but like quickly is what you
Well,
see.
That's
Mm-hmm.
huh.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
I can honestly say, never seen that before.
So, thank you for coming to me. I always like it that that you and the crew treat me as a resource. Have you told the captain yet?
I did tell him about the water. I'll have to tell him about the glowing.
Okay. Now seems like a good time.
Yes. This is Kestra to Captain Edwards.
Edwards, ring ring.
I'm awake.
You
I'm awake.
you hear a doo-doo, and then you hear what Hagen just said. I'm gonna step away for just one moment. Wendy's is here.
That's not White Castle at all. You got the W right. Look at me actually typing on my phone this time.
Now I'm not just telepathic, I'm clairvoyant.
Dude, you got bigger issues than the clairvoyancy.
Namely the glowing.
Oh, I was talking to dry
Everybody
cleaning
start with
bills.
that.
Okay, so back to it. Yes, Captain, could you report to Dr. Talos's office, please?
I didn't do it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right there. Computer, coffee, black. And then he shuts the comm off.
Fun. Roll a D100 for me.
It's. Mm.
You get black coffee in a really weird alien-looking cup.
I'll fucking
It
take
has
it.
it has a sippy cup on the top of it, like a little that you suckle on.
Is that
rather than
removable?
just drink it.
It feels like it's removable.
The cup is made of marble. That includes the sippy cup.
Okay. I don't care. He's just gonna hold it near the top so it hides the sippy portion. So his hand is hiding it.
Are you down in it now, or are you taking it to the room?
I can't drink a sippy cup quickly. They're not designed that way.
They are if you aren't a coward.
I just want you. No, I'm not going to say that. Walking in, you see an extremely you see Dr. Talos is his eyes are shut and he's sort of rubbing the bridge of his nose. Sarah Mitchell's just sort of sitting there. If she had like a smartphone, she'd be texting. She's just sort of sitting there. You see that half of her body is dripping wet. Castro's fully wet.
I see you've brought Dr. Talos up to speed on your aquatic
Yes, Captain,
activities.
you need to come see this.
Okay.
You see what was previously described.
He just kind of stares at it and like gently sets his cup down, forgetting that he was hiding the top of it.
You guys see a marble, it's like a vase. At the top is a very narrow opening with a marble sippy cup on the top.
So you started glowing, obviously. Pull up the internal sensors for your room during that time frame.
Yes, sir. If you don't mind, Doctor.
Dr. Talos goes, by all means, and he stands up. Okay.
Edward takes that half seat on the edge of the table, just lifts his sippy cup. Welcome to the Guan Yu, Doctor.
Yeah, he sits in a chair. Okay, you're running internal sensors?
Pulling up the logs on the internal sensors.
Yes.
Okay. You pull up the internal sensor logs. At first glance, nothing seems to be amiss. Internal temperature, room temperature. Some sudden moisture occurring. You see that.
Do the lumens register?
Yes. Yeah, you get like a photonic reading. There's a moderate to, you see the sensors actually break it down as a moderate to high intensity light source occurred in the room for approximately 2 minutes 47 seconds, and then dissipated.
Are any radiation readings?
At this point, I will go ahead and have you. Are you just looking at surface level right now, or are you?
I'm pretty sure Kestra's doing a deep dive because this is both interesting and something to distract her. So
Fun.
win.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So Hagen, this is gonna be for you. Is gonna be a reason science. Difficulty of you just getting sensor readings and radiation. For you're scanning specifically for radiation.
I'm scanning for radiation. Basically, anything that popped up on the sensors that was like, that's not usual. That's not normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will let you declare your difficulty. This will be a variable difficulty challenge.
I think that I will declare difficulty 3.
Okay.
Will puzzles count as a focus?
It will not.
Can the captain help me?
I do know the ship security systems rather well.
The captain may assist. Since it was his order to look at the sensor logs, I will allow him to assist with with a reason command.
I feel you looked at my sheet, giggled, and then made the decision.
No, I didn't. I actually didn't. No.
Okay, so that gives me a focus, so that's good.
Well, your discipline score is 1.
Yes, that's true. But my reason score is 10.
Yeah.
So, hey. I am going to give you 3 threat for 2 dice. And we ball.
And I'm here too.
I succeeded.
You hit 3 on the dot. Other than radiation of the visual spectrum from the photonic reading that you get, the stations. Oh, the station can assist you actually, with sensor science. If somebody wants to roll that.
Alrighty, let me. It's Spencer's science.
Yep.
1 task has a focus. Oh no. Wow.
The station gives you a middle finger, and then you power on.
Although advanced sensor suites on the station apparently, which would reduce the difficulty because it's a sensors task by 1.
Okay. Take momentum. Yep. So you detect. You don't detect any. You see, Edward sort of keys in the internal security sensors as well. You detect no illegal pathogens, no radiation. You detect. The weirdest thing is that the sensors call out the anomalous nature of the water appearing. It sort of pops up to you that it's like oceanic water that occurs spontaneously. The sensors don't really know what to make of it.
I just had a thought. Captain, what time is it at the Daystrom Institute right now?
Yeah. Yeah. What time is it at the Daystrom Institute right now? Galactic Standard Time, please. 26-hour day.
Got to do a UC conversion. Hang on. Right now on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, on Earth.
Yes.
Daystrom. No. Daystrom Institute is in Japan. I carry the 1. I'd say it's probably 6:30 p.m.
Okay.
That.
Captain, with your permission, I'd like to put through a priority 1 communication.
Half asleep, he just reaches over and types in the code. Go ahead.
Put through a priority 1 communication request at the Daystrom Institute.
Okay.
In the
What would you
Skype.
like to say?
I'm Daystrom Institute. This is Commander Kestra Hagen. I'm calling to speak to the director of the institute. I have a classified matter that I need to discuss over a secure channel.
You're cold calling the director of the Daystrom Institute? Okay. Give me 1 second. That's probably somewhere, right? Let me pull up a book.
If it helps, my reputation did go up to 5 last time.
You know what? That works. I will let you make a rep roll here. You're still swinging above your weight because you're a commander and you're trying to get someone high up at the Daystrom Institute, I'll say. So your rep roll is set. So your
Someone
attribute is
with
7.
knowledge of Sunny is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, and also her reputation, explicitly the anomalous abilities that she shows over normal beta Zeds. They probably have like a Google alert for her name.
I will let you make your rep roll. So,
Probably got that for like half the crew, if we're honest.
I would say, yeah,
I'm good.
your difficulty is 3.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll. So your attribute score is 7. Your discipline score is 5. That means your focus range is at 5.
So
I
it'll
will
be
say,
a fitness medicine roll.
sure, fitness medicine roll. Make it difficult. Yeah, difficulty 3. Since you're using the station, I will let the station assist with.
Would negotiation count as a focus here?
You with a rep roll, you will always have that as a crit range.
Coolio.
So yeah, you've done good work for Starfleet. So, the ship will also be assisting with communications command. And ship always has a focus.
I'm on
Okay. I'm gonna cite a determination. Value is Starfleet's here to help.
it. Please help me.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okie dokie. I'm going to spend. Let's see. That's
It's difficulty 3, Kesha.
yes, I'm aware. I'm just gonna spend 1 or 2 threat, I guess, for the next dice.
Okay.
That'll be a total of 4 dice with 1 auto crit.
Yeah. Well, make sure to put 3 on the slider with
Yes.
with yep. Okay.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Uh
You're like, that's my name.
huh.
Yeah. It takes a second because you are on the other side of the galaxy from it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Who do you get? Fuck me.
Whoever's
Hang on 1 second.
whoever's
it's
heading the
assumed-
project with Sunny.
I have that stuff noted. Just give me. I did not anticipate. Hang on. 1 second.
You really
fuck,
should
fuck,
have, though.
fuck. Hang on.
Hold on.
But,
We're sitting there with the hold music. You know, this cup wouldn't be bad if you could actually drink it at a fast speed.
You're just trying to.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay. Give me an NPC to use. I don't think he's alive, is he? No, he is not. I was gonna have you call Richard Daystrom, but I don't think he's alive anymore.
Yeah.
It could be the guy who's overseeing. What was the scientist who wanted to take data apart?
What was his name?
Started with a B, I think.
Commander. Somebody do a lore check. Fuck. Data.
Memory. Alpha, measure of a man.
Thank you. Yeah, that red shirt, that blue shirt, fuckface. What's his name?
Yeah, I'm
He's
looking for it.
property. Bruce Maddox.
Yeah,
Ah,
Maddox.
Bruce Maddox.
Yep, Maddox.
We all
Yep.
got it at the
Now I
same
gotta
time.
hang on. Let me think. Smarm.
I don't know. I think Maddox had like a lot of character building during Measure of a Man. Because we see where he ended up by
Yeah.
Picard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was really trying his best. Okay. This would be 5
Heart was in the
years.
right
Okay.
place.
Sorry, I'm doing story math. Hang on. Okay.
Story math, yeah, that's how
Um,
it works. Ooh, my pizza's here.
Jesus. This this is Commander Bruce Maddox. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Hello, Commander. This is Commander Kestra Hagen. I need to be put into contact with the entity known as Sunny.
He looks at you for a moment. His dark brown hair sort of graying at the edges. Wearing his blue, sort of wearing a white lab coat over his blue science division tunic.
I'm back.
Well, Commander, I am of the understanding that you are part of the original team who found Sunny. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
You see, he's thinking a lot.
If it helps, it could very well mean the fate of the Federation. So,
Make a presence command roll.
okay.
Difficulty of 4.
Mm-hmm. You know, I gotta ask if I can argue doctor's orders here.
No.
I'm trying to coerce him. Fine. Well, then I guess I'll just have to give you threat for it.
I guess. You do have what is it? Enhanced attribute or whatever?
Yes, I do. So, complication range.
It goes up by 1, right?
Yes, sir. That means that I'm gonna give you. How many threat do I need to give you to get to 5?
6.
Take it. Take it all.
Okay. Just so everybody knows, we started this mission with 10 threat. We are now at 21 threat.
It's only 3 a.m.
Remember back when, like, we were super scared to give you threat?
Yeah, and then you guys realize I'm a pansy and don't use it.
I'm gonna re-roll that 19.
Now you're
Thank
using
you.
our replicator jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, come the fuck on. I'm gonna use 2 momentum to quash that.
Coward.
You see, Bruce says, as you well know, Sunny has been working with us on some of our android empowerment tech. She has been a wonderful resource. I would be happy to have her reach out to you. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to transfer her entire engram to you, but I would be able to create a copy of the original engram and send it.
Sir, she does exist in a digital capacity in your hologram systems, does she not?
Yes, but we had to physically remove Sunny from your systems to prevent any data loss or corruption. I would be able to send her over subspace to you as a copy to maintain her original state.
Okay, above the board, Kestra is asking, like, why can't you just get her on the phone? Is that coming across? Sometimes I'm not clear with what I'm wanting.
No,
so-
I understood. I figured Bruce was an idiot.
Mathematics, if you would please allow her to join this call and then leave it? And she just gives the most pleasant smile.
Have it your way, Commander.
Thank you.
He taps a couple of controls, and you see, with a white background, just sort of an empty sort of white void space, you see a digital, sort of the description that I gave before was bald head, slightly pointed at the back, large eyes, sort of neutral, very small mouth, very long neck.
The more you describe it, the more I'm seeing the Kaminoans.
Uh-huh.
While this is happening, Edwards is just going to grab 2 pads, check both Mitchell's and Talos' security clearance, request update, and then hand them pads if they don't have clearance for this.
Oh yeah, for sure. As soon as you're calling like somebody over at Daystrom,
Yeah.
these people are supposed to leave the room.
Yeah.
They're just sort of standing there.
We very specifically want Talos in here because he's got to be read in.
Yeah.
And Mitchell already knows, so...
Yeah. Edward's just keeping it above board. Yep. Sign here. Sign here.
Sarah goes, I'm not going to get like thrown in the stockade for this, am I?
No, not you.
Talos looks at you. Well, not me either, right?
I make no promises.
He grabs a pad and signs it.
Sonny, I need to know what the veil is, and I need to know why I keep waking up covered in ocean water, and why you call me the Arbiter. In no particular order.
You see her eyes grow slightly sad. You are one of the first people who I met. And our friendship was brief but wonderful. Unfortunately, this is a journey that you must take yourself.
I understand that it's a journey I must take myself and all of that. But I need to at least know where the road is, Sonny. Please. Something. I just was on Beta Z. I saw my father. I'm on the other side of the galaxy. I don't understand what's happening.
When you were touched by the Mai, and especially when you were touched by the Varong, those interactions leave impressions. They are elevated consciousnesses. We don't conform to your idea of this material world that you live in. Our lives are lived at the conscious level. The veil that you speak of the ocean. You are not going anywhere, however, since you are not far enough in your evolution. Your body stays, your mind goes.
Evolution?
She smiles at you.
Right. One of those, I have to figure that out for myself. So is that why I was glowing? Because I was glowing, and then I was covered in ocean water. Sonny, What is the Arbiter? Why am I the Arbiter? What does that mean?
He looks down and says, the Varank live outside of your reality, but close enough to feel its influence. Time here is one direction. For them, it's like an ocean.
So they experience time as one continuous event, not as a sequential series.
I'm afraid I can't tell you any more than that.
I understand.
One last thing. I'm happy here.
I'm glad. Genuinely and truly, I'm glad. Hey, perhaps one of these days, Maddox will be able to recreate the positronic brain, and you can experience the physical for a little bit with us.
He smiles, and the communication ends.
I see she got her manner lessons from Saoirse.
Yes. I don't like the term evolution. That is concerning.
I'm vaguely offended.
Yes,
That's
but are
creation.
you offended because you don't like it, or are you offended because it's a lie?
Yeah, Jack.
I
Moving
think your
on.
oven's preheated.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
I've been eating a burger. This has been fun.
Okay.
Bacon eaters
well,
are really good.
yes.
Anyway, to the next scene.
Brr.
As the scene ends. Ah,
So do it.
don't do what?
Yeah, that.
Huh?
You know what? You know what you did.
What? Okay. Now, now we're going to open it up. Let's go ahead and move to the map here. So, you guys have a good amount of... I just wanted to get that scene out of the way. Thank you so much for your patience. You guys, I think, probably have some things that you want to do during this downtime. Who are people, like, interested in going through some scenes working on the ship, on the shuttle? Like, did you guys have your own scenes in mind? What did you think? Jack?
I know what I have to do. I'm going last.
Edward is
well,
going last, okay?
I guess I will go ahead and go since no one speak up.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, let me just pack up my burger here.
No worries.
I'm going to step away for just one moment.
I have already devoured like half of the pizza.
Good man.
I was apparently quite hungry.
I found another coffee lager, and it's better than the last one. It actually smells like pure coffee, and it's delicious.
Nice.
You mean the aspect of coffee that every living individual tries desperately to mask under cream and sugar?
Yeah, fuck those guys.
The smell of coffee is delicious. I know what I said, and I fucking meant it.
That's valid. I love the smell of coffee. I also love the taste of coffee. I also don't mind if people like milk and sugar in theirs. Sometimes, like, I go basic, bitch. I love me some pumpkin spice.
Apologies about that, Raquel. All right. Yeah. Raquel? What did you want to do? I know you messaged me about a couple of things.
Alright, yeah, so he wanted to test out those new rifles in a mock-up combat scenario, but and I think he will also go through a little hunting session as well.
Hunting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
As for the hunting session, I honestly I don't believe there's really a whole lot of names of Klingon animals on Kronos other than
There's
Bard.
There's a bunch.
Args, Gach, there's
No, I mean animals, not food.
Gach is an animal. It's just a worm.
And Targ is also food.
Probably don't listen to him. Okay. Yeah, you want to test out those new rifles? Do we have any more rolls on that, or are those done?
I thought we only did one roll so far.
I actually think we did. Yeah. So it looks like you have one more roll to do.
Oh, okay. I thought I was finished. It's not.
You just have one more roll to do, but it's going to be pretty difficult for you to not fully finish it today. So,
All right.
as a reminder, you completely filled out your work track last session. So your work track is empty, but all you need to do is roll I think I said control security, difficulty 1.
And you know what, GM? I'll give you a threat, just so you can have something to play around with.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I heard it is your birthday, right?
No,
Well, sorry.
it is not.
Well, then in
No,
that
that's
case,
fine.
In that case,
It can be my birthday if you need it to be my birthday.
Okay. It's yours,
Okay.
buddy.
Okay.
Oh, come on. All right. We're gonna roll, and we'll just re-roll that 19.
Okay.
There you go.
Much better. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes on difficulty 1. So that is a maxed out pool of momentum. Now please roll 2 plus your security rating and challenge dice, please. You're gonna try to get 5 points in total. To reminder, you have no resistance to cut through. You just need to make it a good roll.
So I have to roll 17 challenge dice then.
7, just 7.
Oh, 7. Oh.
Yeah.
Huh? All right then.
And you did. Okay.
Oh.
So, okay. Give me one moment here.
Since I have some extra momentum, can we spend 1 for an advantage?
It would be 2 for an advantage, but what did you want to create an advantage for?
How about that we have more of these rifles available to us? We were able to get more of them modified. Can I do something with that, or can I just...
So I believe when we originally set out to do this, this would give that optional sort of that rapid fire. Sorry, that rapid fire quality.
Yeah.
That you could. Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. You could charge for rapid fire. That gives that to every phaser rifle on the ship, I believe is what we said.
Yes.
If you wanted to spend...
To make it more effective, maybe?
So the rapid fire is basically going to allow you to shoot at something twice. The second time with the second shot is at half damage. But I'm not gonna. I would say I would allow you to spend 2 momentum to have that also be. So I can select it either for. You can have that as a charge for the hand phasers as well
Okay.
on the ship, or either the hand phasers or the rifles on the station.
Do the hand phasers, like the pistols, I guess, too. Spend that for that, I guess.
On the ship. Okay, great.
Yep, on the ship.
So, Kyle,
Yes.
if you would be so kind, if you could just put in like the description for the Type
Oh,
2s.
yep.
Just that you can. So there's like that little spiel about what you can charge it for. Just put rapid fire 1 in that list as well. So I think it's like
Yep.
piercing, yeah, stuff like that. Area versatile, whatever. Rapid fire 1.
I don't actually have a rapid fire option. Oh, I can add it.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
Um,
seen. Yeah, there we go. Sure.
Yeah, just add that to the. You can just add that to the description if you want as well, or I don't want you to have to make a whole other button.
Nope. I'm done. This will
oh,
update
okay.
all of them.
Cool.
It should update
Yeah,
all
so
of them.
you guys will be able to charge that. Basically, what that's going to do is if you choose one target and you can use a minor action to charge for rapid fire, you do your normal roll and then you roll again to see if you hit. And then that second hit on that same target takes, you would just divide, rounding up the damage by 2 on the second hit. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So you have Raquel to thank for that. You have that ability. That can be used both non-lethal or lethally. Used with care though, because if you were to somehow roll like 8 damage the first time, and on the second roll you roll and you do like 10 halved to 5. That's two non-lethals, which turns into a lethal. And if they down from that, then that can be a problem. But it makes your weapons a lot more powerful for single targets.
Sounds like a Kester problem, not a Rokel problem.
Yeah. Well, Kester's just got her mindfuck.
Kester doesn't have any problems to deal with, so she can deal with downed enemies.
Yep. There it is. Yep, no problems at all. Been pretty boring for Kester, actually. Let's go
Yeah,
ahead.
so chill my life has been.
Yeah.
All right. Raquel, and then you also wanted to run... You said that you also wanted to do a mock-up combat scenario?
Yes. And I
Okay.
think he will also have a scene with the captain, just to see if he would like to try out the new rifles and the new modification.
That sounds like an amazing idea. So you create the public posting for the security officers, and that any other senior staff can join if they would like.
You know what? Yeah, let's bring in the captain if he would like to join in. Actually,
Okay.
If that's posted publicly, it gets Search's attention because you're modifying a thing.
Yeah, you see, Raquel, let me know if this works for you, but I would assume that it says combat training using prototype rapid fire phaser rifles. Security staff invited for optional training, as well as senior staff. Something like that.
yes, that sounds right. He's
Okay.
gonna be honest as possible because he is very proud. And he managed to do this.
Yes, he is. Okay. Now, if I was a better GM, I would have prepared a beautiful. Actually, I have just the thing.
Hallway map.
Nope.
Oh, not hallway map.
Even better. You see that you actually do have. I'll actually leave it up to Rokel. Rokel, what sort of combat scenario were you thinking? Like, where would you be setting the hologram in?
See, well, the enemy would be the Jem'Hadar, because the Jem'Hadar is the enemy that we're currently fighting, because we're at war with them anyway. So they'll be the imagined enemy. But for the setting, how about on the station?
On the station? Okay.
Yeah. Just kind of like a what if they try to board it again.
Okay. You go. Sort of your. Okay. You head to the holodecks. Before the scheduled time to get the holodeck set up. You have. I will give you 3 options. Oh no, Kyle! You didn't actually create that.
Oh,
did
you know I did.
Ah! Oh, okay, that's so funny. All right, well, that's gonna be happening.
Oh no.
Rokel,
Oh yes.
Oh no.
What's
Rokel,
up?
no, nothing. So, sorry, Kyle just messaged me about something. So you have a couple of options in terms of DS-Fortitude. I would recommend if you're looking for like holding off like an incursion, you have holographic representations of ops on DS-Fortitude. You have the bar. You have some Guan Yu rooms as well. You have the bridge on the Guan Yu. You have engineering on both DS-Fortitude and the Guan Yu. It's up to you.
All right. Since the bar is not really a critical area where the Jem'Hadar might attack, we're gonna do engineering.
Engineering, aye, all right. Okay. And
Does the station have like a warp core or something? No, it doesn't. No,
There's a
it
warp
has
core we're not
power
allowed to move.
generators, I think.
I just activated engineering, so you guys should all be sort of coming there. Engineering should have an ambient sound, right?
It does.
Is it going now?
No, I think you turned it off during that scene.
No, it should be. It should be on.
There it goes. It's on.
Okay. Cool. Everybody should be there. Okay, let's get. Now, this is open to any of the senior staff. So, who would like to attend?
Sersha would.
Sersha. Okay.
Kestra does. She seems a little tired, but she's there.
Okay.
Captain Edwards is looking at his very full schedule. makes an opening. Captain Edwards to Dr. Talos.
This is Talos.
Busy?
What can I do for you?
Let's head on down to Holodeck 2.
Holodeck 2? Oh, there's that new phaser training, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'll be down there. Trev, are you coming? Titan? Woodyard?
Buddy?
Is he here?
You should be.
Theoretically.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, he's typing.
Oh.
Maybe it's just something wrong with his mic. He
know-
wants to be there.
Yeah, he knows
Okay.
Titan is there.
Alrighty. well, let me go ahead. Since we're getting a lot of senior staff, you see the security personnel go, I think we'll get the next one. Want to make this.
Sorry, testing. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
You're okay. We got Hay again. Okay, cool. This is becoming a battle episode. That's nice. Damn it. Fuck. Rokel.
Rokel will brief them. Glad you guys can make it. I have modified two phasers, both the Type 2 and the Type 3. They both have the rapid firing ability. And you guys can choose to have either one, or you can have both of them, if you like, for this training session.
So what exactly do they do? Is it like a pulse rifle?
What it does is it allows you to fire more shots per minute, per second, basically. Every time you pull a trigger, you instead of shooting one bolt, you fire 3 or 4.
Oh, it's a burst fire.
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of like that, basically. And I modified it to both the phasers, both the pistols and the rifles. And it does work on the stun second.
I'll give the rifle a shot.
As will I.
Since you're in the holodeck, opportunity cost does not apply. So you guys can each have a rifle and a phaser if you want. Rokel, you're sort of using a standard sort of like security training system.
Okay.
It allows you to sort of divvy out sort of quote unquote combat roles so that you can give somebody a med kit, you can give somebody an engineering kit. It puts you in command of that stuff, obviously, since you're the one running the scenario.
All right, then. So we'll go ahead and give the med kits to Keegan and Dr. Talos.
Okay. You see, med kits go over their shoulders.
And we'll give armor to everyone else as well.
Okay. Everybody, go ahead and add your armor to your sheets. Let me know if you need help with that.
And Rokel will have both the pistol and the rifle, but he will give Edwards. Well, he will kind of hand Edwards both the rifle and the pistol. See if he'll take both of them, because he knows he has a security background.
He happily takes both, and the moment he takes it, you see that classic security like check through the weapon.
Yeah, Edwards, it's been actually kind of a minute since you've been in a scenario like this. You look at this sort of new sort of prototype rifle. Rokel, did you make any like aesthetic changes to it? Like,
what is that? Are we using the Voyager rifles?
I will say, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna say it's kind of like the rifles we see in Insurrection or something, because those rifles are dumb.
Okay. Oh, yeah. You see, sleek,
You know what? Mood.
sleek, sort of silver, and you see silver, sort of dark metal, and a flash of Klingon red is in sort of the that like the butt of the rifle. You see some of that design elements came through. Yeah, Edwards, you're impressed.
I like it.
Thank you. Dr. Talos, I'm unaware of your background.
You
But
don't need to worry about me. You see, he pulls out his real non-holographic out of his boot. He pulls out maybe a 4 or 5 inch long. Actually, no. I'm sorry. let me start over. He pulls out his karambit, holds in a backwards grip, curved, sort of like gross-looking blade, and he rings that around his pinky, holds it, and holds his phaser pistol and his med kit in his. He holds his phaser pistol in his right hand, and the med kit sort of on his, like over his shoulder.
Raquel smiles.
Figured you would like that.
Richard kind of looks at him a moment, looks him up and down, and goes, "Do you milsim?"
Sorry, did you need a tissue? He hands you a tissue.
Did you get
I
a
didn't
tissue?
hear. Sorry, Jack. I didn't hear what you said.
She asked if he milsimmed.
Say it one more time.
She asked if
Milsim.
he milsimmed, military simulation.
Oh, he looks at you and says, my background didn't really have holodeck technology. It was sort of learning on the job experience, if you know what I mean."
He slowly nods. It's kind of like eyeing the karambit.
Raquel goes to the engineer, asks it, and will just hand out both. Well, the engineer's going to be Kelly, of course, because
Mhm.
he knows he's the engineer. She's the engineer. So,
Yeah.
he will hand both of them over to her and see if she wants either one or both.
Give me the rifle.
He hands you the rifle, and finally, Woodyard, he doesn't give him the rifle. He just gives him a Type 2.
Jeez.
That is probably for the
Titan-
best.
Titan
Noisy
looks down and
crickets.
goes- Titan looks down and goes, "Yes," because he's excited with anything.
He just looks at you and it's just like, careful where you aim with that.
Oh my god.
I lean over to
I
Kester.
wonder- I
haven't
wonder
been
when
on any
this is
away
gonna
missions with
stop.
him. Is his aim that bad?
All right, now that we got everything passed out, Raquel, since you are in charge of this scenario, I will give you a range of difficulty 1 through 5. This is actually going to be a combat scene, guys. So,
Okay.
but difficulty 1 through 5. What would you like?
Alright, you know what? Let's do and am I setting the difficulty setting? Or am I choosing the
Of
difficulty
the
setting?
of the holodeck, yeah. So like
Okay.
you see the interface shows. You already said that you wanted to fight Jemadar, so
Yeah.
that's what it's going to send at you. It gives you sort of a range of. It doesn't give you specifics because if it gave you specifics, that would sort of negate the point of a security drill.
Right.
It gives you like small amount to big amount, underarmed to well armed. Where do you sort of lie on that
Right.
scale?
Alright then, you know what? Let's do a difficulty 4. Let's do 4.
Hey,
Let's go for difficulty 4 on that.
Um,
They're gonna be well armed.
give me 1 second.
Why would you do this?
Okay, I
Because
thought he would
he's
shoot
Klingon.
low.
I thought it was going to be 3v3 or 2v2v2.
Is there any other equipment you guys want? Actually, no. I'm gonna lock it right there. No, thank you.
Say personal shields, but okay.
I
grenades.
was gonna say give Kelly a pack of
we're-
grenades.
We're
Nope.
here to test the rifles.
Tactical
Why-
combat maids.
Alright, we're gonna give Kelly engineering kit. No grenades, just an engineering kit.
Alrighty,
She is
I'm
an
gonna
engineering kit.
I'm gonna transition to darkness for one moment. Just one
we're,
moment for
we're
me.
testing the rifles anyway.
God, I wish
Don't
it would
worry.
take. I wish
In
it
the
would.
spirit of the test, Sersha is not going to hack the computers and transport the Jem'Hadar into a cargo bay. Again.
Okay, yeah. You guys should not be able to see, correct?
We can definitely see.
Yeah, we can still see.
Well, that's not okay.
All
Oh,
you did was dim.
Reset. Fuck.
Nope, because there's no expiration on this scene.
I will not.
How about telling us to close our eyes? That might work.
Yeah, that'll do it. Give me just one moment.
Just like tab out or something.
Yeah, I want to build my build what I'm giving to you, and I want you guys to be surprised.
Looking down at my phone.
So,
Putting the leftovers away.
Jemadars work in 4-person squads.
Weren't they in a
I got-
5-person squad when they attacked?
Whoa.
No, it was 4.
Well,
He said
It was
5.
4.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I said 4. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I took the notes.
No idea. Actually don't know what you're talking about. Notes? You don't know how to type on your phone.
Not last week.
So, the holodeck gives you, the computer responds, you have 20 seconds to get into defensive positions, starting now.
Raquel gets into a defensive position.
Saoirse's gonna take cover there.
Around do here.
Kestra's gonna go up top and get an angle on the doors, because these engineering bays have 2 floors.
Correct. So yeah, Edwards takes cover and then sees Kester going up. Talos Woodyard up.
Right.
Exact same
What
layout.
the fuck
but
was
up.
that noise?
Burped. I burped. Let me. Is there a way to show that you guys are like up? Oh, I can. So like, hang on. I'm marking you guys with elevation. Just give me one moment.
He's about to find out about how roofs work. Oh, look at that. Actually, no. I stand corrected. Kestra's up, I'm down.
Thank you.
Figured there's a nice spot here, and then Rokel and I are fighting for that cover.
Okay. Kagan, you're right there. I don't think that there are girders over here, but I'm gonna put you there. Okay. Everybody ready?
Here, but on the top floor, on the facing the door.
Okay. So you're okay. So just
Hiding
to let you
behind
guys
the
know,
railing is cover.
just to let you guys know, those are like see-through railings. Those are not going to provide you with much cover. Those are like
However-
bar railings.
If they lay down and like peek over the edge, that should provide cover.
If you get into a prone position, it should be able to give you an advantage when someone shoots
Except you
then
can't shoot
that's-
through the glass.
The floors are not.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, the floors were great, weren't they?
So
Right.
okay, so Talos gets prone and
As
sort of
does Kestra.
cheats like one side, tries to get a firing line over here. Okay, you guys ready?
Yep. Saoirse is trying to use this bulkhead as cover, so where she can like, if they come from over here, she can fire through the holes in the bulkhead while presenting a minimal target.
Raquel will do the same thing, but keep an eye on this door as well. Does that door lead to anything?
That
This, I
is
A
believe-
closet.
Okay, in that case, we'll towards that way.
anyone who
Yep.
notices Edwards has got a giant shit-eating grin on his face. It's been too long.
All right, Rokel, you hear the computer go 3, 2, 1. Simulation beginning now. And you hear. One moment. All right. Some of these are jokes, but some of these are real. Who wants to roll something for me?
I'll do it.
Kelly, I think you should roll
Yeah.
this. Kelly, can you roll me a D11?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Oh God.
Program become what?
Yep. The
What does
floor
that
is
mean?
The floor is now the ceiling.
So ship goes to red alert. Where? God damn it! Where is it? Oh, alerts. There it is. Red alert! All hands to. Oh my God! Evasive maneuvers, and you feel the room begin to tilt to your right.
Edwards just starts laughing.
Rokel, you didn't. Rokel, having never ran a holodeck simulation scenario with security, there's something called the Kelly protocols. This is one of them. The room begins to tilt to the right. You guys, gravity is pulling you to your right now. People who are laying down, Hagen. No, it's definitely Hagen. Hagen, give me a fitness security roll, difficulty 2, please.
Okay. I feel like you looked at my sheet and decided that.
No, I did not. Inverted?
Fitness security. Take a momentum.
Okay.
Would composure count as a focus?
Yeah. Okay. This one is too silly. I'm gonna, yeah. So you feel the room tilt to the right. Who's got the echo on? I'm in a speech jammer. The the room begins to tilt to the right. Hagen, you grab on with your free hand and hold as the room tilts to the right, and then inertial dampeners begin, sort of. You feel them set in, and gravity become what it becomes. All right. So, go ahead. So the red alert sirens flash. You hear a large explosion occur at this door here. Rushing through the door is a 4-man squad of Jem'Hadar.
I open fire immediately.
Okay. Go ahead, and who are you firing at?
The Jem'Hadar.
Which one?
Big guy. Right
Got-
down here.
Got this one here?
The big guy. That narrows it down. They're Jem'Hadar.
Okay. They look weirdly look weirdly similar. Go ahead and you're firing with your rifle. Go ahead and control security. Difficulty of 2.
You want to charge first before shooting?
Yeah, you have a minor action if you'd like to use it. Hagen? Are you there?
Yeah, minor action charge for rapid fire. I'm sorry, I forgot I had push to talk on.
Oh. Alright, you use your minor action to charge for rapid fire. Go ahead and make your, this is going to be control security difficulty of 2.
I don't suppose I could argue composure as a focus for this.
No.
Damn. Okay. I'll give you a momentum and 2 threat for 2 more dice. Let's see how we do. Oh my dear God. I'm gonna give you 2 momentum to quash that, I guess.
Okay.
But that is a success, yeah?
That is a success. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, let's see. And this is for a phaser rifle.
Correct.
So that is...
If you just... Oh, you go into the shopping bag and drag yourself a Type 3. And then you can just hit the Delta.
That's what I thought it was, the Type 3. I just wasn't sure.
In fact, you should all do it because they did not update on your sheet, so to get the updated one with the rapid fire, you need to grab a new copy.
Oh, sorry, this needs music.
And what does the rapid fire do?
Did you do your damage for your first roll?
Did. Although
okay.
maybe I should spend a momentum to re-roll those 3 blanks.
Okay, you can do that if you want.
Why not?
All right, that is currently 8 damage.
Yep, that'll do it.
Okay. You hit this guy right in the sort of right in the stomach. They're aiming down slightly. One moment here. You find yourself. Takes it right to the stomach. He is going to go ahead and take. I'm going to spend 2 threat to keep him up. Go ahead and your rapid fire. Go ahead and try and fire again. You still have to roll to hit.
Okay.
Yeah. It just allows you to act twice, basically.
Take a threat for dice.
Okay. That is the 2 successes you need. Okay. And then we're taking half of this before reroll. So go ahead and reroll if you'd like.
Yeah, take one to re-roll 3.
Mm-hmm. All right. 5 plus 4 is 9. Half to 5. Jeez. Oh, 5 minus the resistance. 5 minus 2 equals 3. Okay.
Can I spend 1 for piercing?
Unfortunately, the roll was already resolved. You gotta spend for piercing before you roll damage.
Okie doke.
Good to know for next time, though. You see the second you feel the phaser rifle get hot, slightly. The bolt that fired.
Some overheating issues. I just called that out for Raquel.
Raquel hears that. Good to know. Well, I'll have to work on that.
The second bolt comes out. It's much tighter and of a lower power than the first, but still, it hits him right sort of above the nipple. This guy's looking fucked up. He's
right in the tit.
That is your turn.
Mm-hmm. I believe Raquel has quick to action.
Yep. So it's up to you if you want to swift task to act again for you. And by the way, I'm making this a house rule right now. You can only charge for rapid fire once per round. I'm gonna say because of the overheating issue. So you can't swift task and then hit him twice again. Is what I'm saying.
Wait, so does that mean only 1 rapid fire per person per round, or 1 rapid fire per round?
person per round.
Okay.
I'm not that mean.
Which
so
actually makes some sense.
Yeah, also for balance, I can't just be having you guys. I can't have somebody swift task and then shoot 4 times at somebody, even with the half damage.
I'm feeling personally attacked.
I'm getting the Star Trek Adventures Gatling gun, just...
Yeah, just for some balancing issues there, but
I'll
we
just
got
go
that.
grab Shax's phaser cannon.
I love Shax's phaser cannon.
It is up to you if you want to swift task, or you can let your turn end and then somebody else can take the initiative.
I think I'll let someone else take the initiative.
Okay. Since you have quick to action, you guys still have a turn. It is Raquel or Edwards or Kelly or Woodyard or Talos.
I'll go last.
Alright. So, I guess I will go ahead and make a move.
Okay.
And, which guy did Hagen shoot at?
The lead guy in front looks very injured.
Okay. Alright, you know what? I'll go ahead and shoot him.
Mhm.
Actually, well... Alright. I'll go and shoot this guy right here with rapid fire. And then I will swift task and shoot this guy just with a normal shot.
Okay. Go ahead and make your first action roll. You sort of have to peek out here to get your rifle around the corner. But yeah, go ahead and roll to hit against this guy here.
Okay.
Control security div 2.
And I will go ahead and give you bold, 1 die, 1 threat for bold.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll. Right,
2 momentum generated. Go ahead and roll your damage, please.
Type 2, type 3 phaser. Here it is. Alright.
Oh boy.
We'll go ahead. What's up?
Nothing. That's just a lot of damage. Okay. That's 12 minus 2 for resistance. Equals 10. 10 damage. That guy, he takes a blaster bolt, not a blaster bolt, a phaser bolt right to the face, and he falls unconscious.
Well, okay. He's down. Alright then.
But
So-
you target rapid fire, so go ahead and roll again.
On him?
Yeah.
Alright. Yep. I never liked his face anyway.
This is cathartic.
He's Klingon, okay?
Yeah.
Alright.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Yep. Alright, so we'll go ahead and just roll as is.
Roll your damage.
Alright. I don't believe I have to re-roll anything.
You do not. He was already unconscious. You gave him another non-lethal injury, but you also cleared out his stress pool, so that gave him a lethal injury and 2 non-lethal injuries. The 2 non-lethal injuries become 2 lethal injuries, and so he was no more.
Alright, well, he will then swift task the... he will then swift task and get this guy just with a normal shot.
Oh, just with a normal shot. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll to hit.
And
Oh my god, that poor man. Well, he was Jem'Hadar, but yeah, still. It's very funny how rapid fire is really cool and then it kills someone.
Well, I mean, I view it like this. Jem'Hadar are enslaved drug addicts who have been brainwashed into a cult where they worship goo aliens. So killing them is really a kindness.
Alright, Dr. Munch. So...
you know what? Maybe you should be playing a Klingon.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Jesus Christ.
Hey, that's my view, not Kestra's, just mine.
Alright, go ahead and roll the hit, please.
We'll go ahead and give you 1 for 3 dice.
Okay.
And we'll re-roll that 16.
Alright. Alright, full bank momentum. Go ahead and roll damage on this guy.
Okay. Type 2. Let's go. And we'll go ahead and re-roll those misses. Which is 5.
Yep. Oh my god.
Oh my
That's
god.
amazing.
And we are aiming for his head.
His head is blown clear off, and then the rest of his body disintegrates. You gave a non-lethal injury, but then you also cleared out his stress track. He already had a non-lethal injury, and then he's gone.
Nothing of value was lost.
Hey, I didn't like his face either, so there you go.
So I Picasso'd it all over the wall.
I believe that's my turn, right?
Yeah, you can have one.
Alright. These are... let's say... Okay. Okay, some more beam in. All right, everybody.
It's okay.
All right. They call reinforcements. I'm going to spend 2 to keep. This guy has a long sword, and you're prone, right, Hagen?
He got all the way from the door to the ladder,
They
up
beamed
the
in.
ladder.
They beamed in. They beamed in.
Beamed in. Okay. Yes,
I
I'm...
spent. Okay. Daring security opposed, please.
Okie dokie. Don't think I have a single thing to help here. Take a momentum and 2 threat, and let's do this.
Momentum 2 threat. I'm spending your 2 threat and 1 additional threat to match you on 4 dice. Go ahead and roll.
Dear fuck. Okay. So, here's the thing. I have a thing.
Well, hang on. Let me roll. Let me roll. You have a complication.
Yeah,
I
so
do.
That means
So-
you would win.
Let me do a thing though.
Okay.
I have milestones to spend.
In a training
This is a-
exercise.
This is a simulation. Keep that in mind. So you're not
It says
going
a simulation. That's true. Never
Yeah.
mind.
We're just testing rifles.
A little bit of PTSD kicked in for a second there, but it's okay. Yeah, I'll just spend a quash, and then that'll be it.
All right. I'm rolling some challenge dice.
Player 3 has been eliminated.
I play this for you.
This is for Vicious too. I believe. Yep, it's a Tarkatan. A car taken.
I am wearing armor, so if that
2,
matters.
4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Minus 2 equals 9. So this at this point would be a non-lethal injury, simulated. You got anything to not take that?
I can spend to not take it, or actually, what I could do. If we go on another mission, are you going to say that that's part of the same mission as this whole scene here? Like if we leave the
No.
station? Okay.
Once
then.
you leave the station, that'll be the start of your next mission.
In that case, I'm going to use the Karagite Order of Heroism to completely ignore the injury.
Okay, so you basically avoid for free, but still take the
Yeah.
stress, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and mark off 9 stress on your stress check.
Lovely.
Okay. I was watching you doing it, and I thought you did math wrong for a second. This guy, even though it's a simulated hit, it still frickin' hurts. Sort of slashes you right across. Your simulated sort of uniform splits open. Simulated blood begins lurching out of it, but the simulation does not say that you are out yet. So you are still good to go. I already kept, and I think that'll be my turn.
Well,
Help.
Kelly, you can act, and I believe I cannot act at the moment, so that means it's Kelly. It's up to Kelly, Woodyard, Edwards, and Talos.
Talos,
Or
yeah.
Talos.
Well, I'll go ahead and go then.
Okay.
This guy. I don't like this guy being there. At all. I
Okay.
object to that quite strongly. So, I am in fact going to charge for rapid fire. I am going to give you a threat for a dice, and I'm gonna frickin' shoot him.
You could,
Alright, go
you
ahead.
could probably use your pistol instead because he's really close. Wouldn't the rifle have a problem?
He's at close range right now. It's not like he's within reach.
Oh,
So I think.
And there is no mechanic for that in Star
guys.
Trek Adventures.
okay. I thought there was.
It's okay.
Stop trying to sabotage me!
Go ahead and roll a hit
Realism.
for me.
You were saying, Jim?
Roll a hit for me.
Control security, yeah?
You control security, diff 2.
Alright. And I bought an extra dice. I am not going to try to justify a phaser rifle as a gadget. Let's go.
Good job. Just the one success at this point. So do you have a way to re-roll that, or is that a miss?
That would be a miss.
Okay. You did charge for rapid fire, so it does give you a second chance. Go ahead. Wow. Alright, go ahead and that's one momentum generated. Go ahead and roll your damage. We are going to take half, rounding up. Alright. You do have the option to... before you rolled your dice, you did have the option to roll for piercing, but at this point you could re-roll the 4 whiffs if you wanted for a momentum.
I'll do it.
Okay.
So that's 4 challenge die, yeah?
For challenge day. Alright, better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 halved to 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. Oops, I was on Hagen for whatever reason, but okay. Boop. Alright, he takes 3 damage. You see that the first blast hits wide and hits the computer console here. The other one sort of glances across his shoulder. You see he feels it. It does not appear to have been very effective because of the armor.
Alright. Well, let's see. I did a minor action to charge and attacked. I believe that is my turn.
You also have a free movement within medium range, if you'd like. There aren't opportunity attacks or anything, so you can move away
so,
if you'd like.
I'm gonna go into cover here.
Okay. You sort of do you sort of go around the console, or do you go over the console?
She's gonna go over it.
Okay, go ahead and this will just be a formality, but go ahead and give me a fitness security roll, difficulty of 1.
Unless you fail.
Given the gravity is shifting and everything is chaotic, can I argue daring?
During security, I'll allow you.
All right. And I'll go ahead and give you a threat for a dice.
Okay. Momentum generated. Yeah, you hop over that console just fine. The gravity is sort of shifting on that side of the station, but you are able to hop over that without much issue and take some full cover behind, sort of in the alcove there. Is that your turn? You do also have the option to swift task if you'd like.
I will not swift task at this time. I will leave that to the people who are a little more capable with the rifles.
Ready? I believe that is my turn then.
Except you're not allowed to swift task.
This guy. Let me just mark who's gone.
You know there's an STA combat tracker I've installed, right?
Sure. And then.
Yeah,
this
he
guy,
definitely knew that.
Yeah, 100%.
This guy is within reach of Rokel.
Okay.
Rokel, you currently have your rifle out. So go ahead. This is going to be daring security opposed.
Alright.
See, he's holding a jagged sword.
Does this apply?
When you make a melee attack or a target by melee attack, you buy one or more you may reroll the dice pool. Further you own Further you own either a Mechleth or a Batleth. Yeah. So if you were to buy using threat, you'd be able to reroll your pool. That does come into play here, Warrior Spirit. How much? I will allow you to buy what you need first.
Alright, I will go ahead and also applied force would also count because it's melee, so I get to use fitness on this
You
one.
do get
so
to use
it's
fitness
fine.
instead of daring. Yep.
And I will go ahead and give you enough threat for 4 dice.
Alright, 3 threat it is. I am going to go ahead and spend 3. I'm going to spend your 3 back to you, and then do nothing else. Go ahead and roll your 4 challenge dice.
Alright then.
Sorry, 4 normal dice, obviously.
4 dice.
You do have a free reroll.
And I do have a bold as well.
Yeah, all of those are successes though, so I will go ahead and roll.
Uh,
I need to. These guys are not super gifted, but I also roll like poop most of the time. Okay, yeah, these guys are just mooks. So 2 momentum generated on your part with 1 float.
Oh.
You are gonna use. Is there
I do
Is there
have that active.
you
do
have
have
you have a
dagger.
2-handed weapon currently equipped.
Okay.
So I would allow you to. Is there like a club? I think it's 2 plus challenge dice, right?
I can.
Yeah, 2 plus challenge dice for an improvised melee weapon.
Yep. Okay. 2 plus your security in damage.
Okay.
So I believe that would be
So-
7.
7, and then I do have applied force, which would increase my melee attack by 2, I believe.
You add 1. You may add what?
So,
May-
yeah, so
Yeah.
if his fitness is 11 or higher, he gets to add
Yeah.
2 extra to the attack.
Okay. Yeah, that's wild. So 9 challenge dice for me.
Otherwise, it's just 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Basically, he's putting
9.
it back into it.
Yeah.
You can do it, put you back into it.
Oh, this poor man. Okay. I don't.
It
You can't use a
will-
club for piercing, unfortunately, but you can re-roll the 2 whiffs if you'd like.
Yep. Sure. We'll go ahead and re-roll those 2.
Okay. Oh, this poor guy. All right. How do you? Yeah, he swings at you with his sword. You're able to parry it with the butt of your rifle. How do you hit this guy?
All right,
Repeatedly.
so we're gonna go straight for his face, and
Mhm.
then with the butt of the rifle, swing it back around and hit him straight in the gut.
Oh, God. Great. Yeah, you see, butt him, and then you hear a sound that a Jimdar doesn't normally make. And this man is very injured. Shit. I am gonna spend 2 to keep him up. You see, you felt the butt of your gun go into his gut and break like 7 ribs. That is his turn. He regrets it.
Okay.
And I already spent a keep, so it is your guys' turn.
Edwards is just gonna yell up, Woodyard, help Kestra!
Okay.
Woodyard, you are currently standing up on a grate. You see, across the grate right there, you see a Jimdar with a bloody sword about to take another swing at Kestra.
Who was prone, so she shouldn't be in the way of a shot.
Yeah.
Shouldn't.
And this dude.
That guy's... he's on the ground.
Oh, okay. Yes, got it. Okay. I'm going to fire my phaser.
I'm a farm.
Can I use a momentum to get an extra die?
You certainly can if you'd like.
Just in case.
Alright.
Okay, and then it's a
Remember, we're testing these rifles. Make sure you take your minor action to charge the weapon for rapid fire.
Oh yeah, right.
I only have a phaser too.
That's fine.
yeah,
We installed a mod on that.
The pistol
got it.
has that feature too.
Got it. Okay, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and use that minor action to charge it, and then okay, and then I'm going to fire with my extra die.
Yep.
Hold on.
That is three
control.
task pass.
Control security. And no focus.
I don't know. Argue half of astrophysics.
You hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Look at that! Oh, nice something.
Just hit the... yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. He does have. Oh God, your security is only 1, isn't it?
it is. No,
He's here
it's
for
a 2.
moral support.
It's 2.
That is 4 minus 2 is 2. And then fire again because of rapid fire.
Woohoo! Do I get? It's just 2 die this time.
You can add. You can spend to add more if you'd like.
Nah, I'll just do. I'm pushing my luck, but I'll just do 2.
Okay.
Of course I did. Of course I did that.
So much power.
That is a critical failure currently.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get rid of that critical. That's a failure.
You can spend 2 momentum to quash it.
Of course. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll do that. 2
It's up to you. Yeah, a critical failure is sometimes really fun to watch. It's
Especially
good for the
since
story.
we're testing prototype weapons.
Oh yeah, hey, yeah, maybe. Yeah, you know what? I'm taking them away. That's right. I'll do that.
Do it for science.
2 seconds.
I'll go ahead and keep the complication.
You take 3 stress as the phaser, the metal of the hand grip, like it gets really, really hot and threatens to fuse through your hands.
Ah!
and you drop it. It actually heats up the metal of the grate.
Oh boy. Hot, that's hot! Ouch!
Yeah, Edwards, you see your chief science officer hopping around like a little, like a small child who just touched an oven for the first time.
Just shakes his head, smiling. Why is he here?
Oh my god! I'm gonna step away for just one moment. I need a water, so I'll be right back.
Well, I'm gonna
Woodyard,
go
the
and
safety
use that.
protocols are on. You'll be fine.
This is the kind of stuff that he lives for. When he closes his eyes at night, he thinks he can science his way through a combat maneuver, and it's wonderful. But then in reality, it's completely different than anything he ever everything he ever thinks it would ever be.
Alright, so we just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 Jem'Hadar to go. They're gonna get a turn. It's likely gonna be the one with Talos. He'll be fine. The two at the front aren't really a threat right now because everyone's undercover. So yeah, Buddy in the back is gonna attack Talos. Talos is gonna fuck him up. So then yeah, then it'll be my turn, and I'm gonna pick up the ball that Woodyard dropped.
Save me!
Yeah. I was hoping he would do it, and then I could take the two at the door, but eh. Win some, you lose some.
And I can't do my most powerful attack on these guys.
No, you cannot melt the hologram's brains.
I am back.
GM's AFK. Woodyard managed to burn his hand on your prototype phaser. And did like a Neelix level scream. Sorry, a Quark level scream.
Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant.
Yeah, he definitely was screaming like a Ferengi. So those linguistic classes are paying off.
I have an idea. What if we just take the station and push it somewhere else?
Why?
It's a joke. Did you not watch SpongeBob?
Alright, sorry, I'm back.
I'm trying to remember the episode.
So okay, it's your turn.
The Alaskan Bullworm episode.
Oh, that one.
Tom Kenny is one of the best living voice actors. He's so good.
Why don't we just take the station and push it somewhere else?
There's a stand-up that I've been trying to find that he did way back. Called
Yeah,
Laws
he
of the
auditioned with
Cartoon Universe.
he auditioned to SNL with David Spade and Rob Schneider, and they picked David Spade and Rob Schneider instead of Tom Kenny.
Anyway,
Anyway.
your turn.
Oh, is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Cool.
Unless Woodyard would like to swift task and blow on his hand. Please do not spend momentum to swift task to blow on your hand, but you can spend it to do something else.
And who's controlling Dr. Talos?
You are.
Who would like to control it?
I will.
Okay. Dr. Talos sees this Tal Shiar running towards him and pulls out his karambit. This guy also has his sword out.
Are we fighting Romulans now too?
Huh?
No, Jem'Hadar have blades.
say Romulan?
Weapons.
You said
You
Tal
said
Shiar.
Shiar.
Oh,
Oh.
Jem'Hadar. Whatever. Okay. I
The
am
Romulan infiltrator. None of you know.
Dr. Talos. Daring security opposed.
Okay. This is technically a first activation. Do I get to add a talent?
He has 6. He has 6 focuses.
Yes.
He is an NPC, not a
All right.
not a supporting character. So
You're
sorry.
lucky you're lucky you said no, because the next thing I was going to say is fine. I get to add 2.
Uh,
All right. Daring security opposed.
Yep.
What the fuck are these guys? I guess he's a doctor now. Cool. I would love to cite his focus of conflict resolution, because he's gonna resolve this conflict real fucking fast.
no.
Oh, come on.
No.
Fine.
All right. How many dice you buying?
I'll buy with 2. I'll buy up to 2.
Okay. With threat or momentum?
1 with momentum, 2 with threat.
Okay. I will spin them back at you. Roll your 4 dice. One momentum generated.
Yep. Rokel handed him a type 3, right?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, we just didn't drag it onto a sheet.
Oh, okay.
And then everyone got body armor.
Yep, everyone has buddy armor.
Okay.
He is in melee range, so is he going to use the club or his club or the karambit?
Oh, right, he's got the karambit.
It's a knife.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drag a dagger onto his.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll use the dagger.
Cool.
And he is going to re-roll those blanks.
Okay.
And I believe I can just spend for extra damage. Huh.
You certainly can.
I would like to spend for 1 Damahe, please.
He does have resistance.
I would like to spend for 3 Damahe, please.
Okay. That is a lethal injury because a knife is meant to be lethal.
Mhm.
Since you are technically I'm gonna be okay with the threat because it is a simulation. But okay. This guy takes 5 damage, 5 lethal damage. I am not gonna spend. I am gonna actually spend to avoid because a lethal injury is not okay.
Can you? I thought you could only spend to avoid once per
person.
person. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Where does how does Dr. Talos handle this?
He ducks under it, boxer style, and then just comes up, blade across the throat. Oh shit! Little deep. Little deep. You'll be okay.
Yeah,
You'll be okay.
Sort of opens a vessel. He actually get really close to his Ketracel White injector, just barely gets underneath that, and deep, immediately very bloody laceration to his throat. Okay, and that is my turn.
Okay. In that case, it's my turn. Now, logistical question. I can go anywhere in my little close proximity without moving. So I won't invoke the minor action. Oh, I just have a free move action.
Yep.
I'm just gonna hit the button on that little elevator I'm standing and go up.
Yeah, for sure.
And minor action.
You go
charge
through
for
the
that.
ceiling.
Can you go 101 feet? Yahoo!
I end in the nether where there is nothing but honey jars. And yeah, And I'm going to shoot this guy, charge for rapid fire, and shoot this guy that is standing over my former doctor.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll the hit, please.
Sight focus, hand phasers, bind with threat.
Yep. How many with threat?
I should only need the one.
Okay. You hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Spending to re-roll the blanks.
That is, I believe, 6.
That's 6 blanks, yes.
Yep.
Oh, come the fuck on. These things suck.
I actually think you're done with momentum with that one.
I am.
So that.
That is exactly 5.
I will allow you to roll again for 2 threat.
Take it.
Yep.
We're figuring out the kinks of these phaser type 3s that have been modified. Bind with threat.
Go ahead
Bind
and
2 with threat.
yeah. You can re-roll your damage though for the 2.
Oh.
The
Oh,
four
that's what
the
I was
4
doing.
whiffs that you currently have.
The 4 extra whiffs.
Yep. That's why I thought I made that clear. Sorry.
Okay.
That is 1, 2, 5, 8.
That is way better.
Alright.
8 minus 2.
I've already done a bit of
Woodyard, I believe he
have-
did 2 damage, right?
Sorry, say it again.
Woodyard did
2 damage. Yep.
2.
And then you just did 8, so that puts it 10 to 4. Alright. Yeah, he gets a non-lethal injury and is knocked out. Go ahead and fire again.
Okay. So, bind with threat. Trying to rebuild the pool. Never mind.
Go ahead and roll damage. Take half damage rounding up. You still want to roll 4 dice though, right? Oh, you still want to roll 8 dice, right? Yep,
I
roll
think
8
I
dice.
just roll half the pool.
Okay,
Oh, fuck off.
Roll
I was rolling
8
the,
dice.
I was rolling the other half of the pool.
roll 8 dice.
Fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No momentum to reroll, so that's 7 halved to 4. Which is exactly the amount of stress you have. Bye-bye.
And then I will use the rest of my movement to walk over and kneel down to help Kestra to her feet when she's ready.
Okay.
Although you're kind of safe behind this glass, so maybe I won't help her up.
I believe everybody
Now,
actually, no, these guys at the entrance. This guy is gonna right to you with his plasma rifle.
I'm slightly behind this pillar.
Okay, yeah, you'll get 1 cover die from that.
I can't. That pillar holds up the balcony we're on.
Okay, and so no cover die for you. That is a hit. 1 threat for me. Roll his plasma rifle. Spending threat to reroll whiffs. Plasma rifle. Charge. I could have charged for vicious, but too late. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no. Does it always have vicious 1 for plasma rifles?
charge. No, plasma rifle's a charge effect.
Okay. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a... Yeah, that is an injury to you, Edwards.
Bardia armor drops it to 5. Just taking that.
7 minus 2 equals 5. Are you spending to avoid?
I'm going to spend to avoid. And by that, I am going to dump our momentum pool, yelling, "Get down!" as I dive over Kestra.
Actually, I'm so sorry. I believe there is no momentum to spend.
Exactly, I'm dumping our pool.
There's no momentum to spend, though.
No,
Hey,
there wasn't any.
The rule says dump the pool. It doesn't say there has to be momentum in it.
So I believe you take that, unless you'd like to spend a determination.
I feel like I'm right. Oh no, die for cover is +1 to threat to avoid the attack.
Don't you have a thing as the XO where you can spend a determination to get us momentum?
Yeah, it's
Well,
rally.
he's the captain.
Yeah, it's rally, and I was too busy shooting the thing killing you.
No, I mean, there's another thing. Hold on, I'm gonna go looking.
You want to die for cover?
Yeah, I'll die for cover.
Okay, somebody remind me how that works.
I will happily remind you how that works. A character is the target of a ranged attack. He may add 1 to threat to try and avoid the attack, so long as they are aware of the attack and not currently prone. Ranged attack becomes an opposed task, with a defending character rolling daring security with a difficulty of 2 to oppose the attack. This difficulty reduced to difficulty 1 if the defending character is within close range of any terrain that provides cover, and I would argue that diving to the ground on a raised platform would then add cover.
So I believe the difficulty goes up for the damage that I'm doing, right?
No, just adds threat. I'm giving you threat for a chance to not be hit.
Will it help Edwards if he were to yell out, "It's over, Jem'Hadar, I have the high ground"? Just saying.
Oh, wow, that's how we want to play it, huh? That's that's something that you said. And that's how I'm going to react. Sorry, am I thinking of something else? Like, I thought the damage became what you were opposing.
No, it's an opposed roll
yeah,
of
so
some kind.
I get a chance to beat it. I give you a threat, and I have to get 3 successes on a daring security. Difficulty of 2 of base. The usual base 2.
Right. So you need to roll 2 more than I roll. And it turns into a daring security opposed roll, right?
Oh, that is pricey.
Correct.
Hang on. Just one moment here. Player's Guide, I love you.
Actually, you know
But
what?
I don't...
It is
Huh?
so in character for me to do exactly this. I saved Kestra, and then I take a shot next to her, basically blocking that shot.
Hey, Kestra does have a medkit, so she can help you.
No,
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't.
Yeah, you
Yes,
do.
you do.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I do?
He
Cool.
You were
handed you
given
one
one.
at the start of the thing.
I gave
Yeah.
you and Talus.
So yeah, Edwards is gonna shoot the guy, charge up to help Kestra, see them aiming, and then take a half step to block her with his back.
Hey, you take a lethal injury from a plasma rifle to your... Well, I don't think you have a good shoulder anymore, but let me look.
Incorrect. I'm basically immune to plasma burns on the entire left side of my body.
Oh, that's funny. You get some new... And I think it would be the left.
Yeah.
It would be the left. You get a fresh plasma burn in the lower left side of your back, and you fall prone. That's what happens.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's my turn.
We're never gonna break that habit.
So, Catcher, yeah, you see Captain taking yet another bolt for you as he falls.
I feel significantly nerfed in this fight, and it's upsetting.
Why?
I can't use my most powerful attack. Like, fuck a phaser, I'll just melt your brain, only they have no brains to melt.
I really need you to leave behind the notion that your brain melting is an okay thing to use normally.
I figured out how to use it non-lethally, it's just more complicated.
Yeah. Alright, the turn falls back to you guys. I believe it is just Talos. So, Kyle, what would you like to do?
You know, Hagen, if you want to blow someone's head off, just use a phaser. Phasers are capable of doing that.
Okay, I'm apparently in a knife fight with this Jem'Hadar.
Okay. You wanna
It's a fight
try
for your
this?
life.
Well, it's not gonna like step away and drop his knife.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah.
Daring security opposed.
Yeah. Buys with threat. Do.
How many?
Just the one.
Okay, I will spend that back to get that dice. That is, I believe, my good one. All right. He was holding a sword. Talos takes. I'm gonna re-roll. The sword always has vicious. I'm gonna re-roll 3 challenge dice. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. I spent threat for an additional damage. Equals 5. Talos, unfortunately, you do not have any momentum to avoid any injuries.
Nice, Talos.
Thunk. You see simulated sword wound slashes across Talos. The holodeck gravity sensors push him to the ground and hold him there to simulate his unconsciousness. Sort of parries the karambit. The karambit falls to the ground. Okay. I believe... Did I go first when we began, or did you go first?
Kestra went first. She lit up the doorway. And you should still have...
Oh, I do still have a guy. Yep.
One more.
This guy is going to run up.
It was 8v6 and we nuked 2 off the bat.
And is going to do an engineering roll. Kelly. Would you please... He is fighting against the station. So this is an opposed roll with the station. So if you could control the station.
Sure thing, I suppose.
I'm going to be rolling Daring Engineering. It's not a great roll, but whatever. And you are going to be opposing... One moment. Where is... There it is. And you are going to be opposing with computer security. Yep.
Okay, and always has a focus, right?
Always has a focus.
Um,
I am going to spend... I'm going to get a full meta threat. You are more than welcome to oppose with however many dice you want.
I'm 6th threat. I'm going all in on this shit.
Okay.
Hacking's my job. It's my wheelhouse, motherfucker.
You have to beat 6 successes.
That's gonna be rough.
Ooh, so close.
Yeah, barely.
You guys here.
Warning. Warp core breach a lot sooner than...
And I love that sound. Can we get an actual Warp Core breach sound?
No.
You see the Warp Core begins flashing. He has, and the ship knows, rather the station knows, and you guys all know that he has just activated a cascade failure of the Warp Core security systems and the structural integrity field around the Warp Core as well. So, top of the round, I'm going to roll 1 challenge die. You do not want it to be in effect. You ready?
Yep.
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 Oh, come on, that's cocked. Whatever.
Whose
It
side
was
are you
literally
on?
balancing. Mine. Whoa. Emergency sirens flaring. It is now, I believe it is. So that was ending this round. Now I get to start. So this guy gets to go again, unfortunately. And is going to make another roll against the station. It's going to be the exact same thing.
And it is
Kelly,
in
are
fact
you-
going to be the exact same thing.
Cool. Hey, that was pretty bad. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
station
You were saying
rolled
what was
before.
pretty bad?
The station rolls even worse.
How did you do this?
Because
Alright.
it's not Kelly.
So 1 challenge die apiece. We're gonna start with Kelly. Kelly, please roll 1 challenge die. You do not want it to be in effect.
I am concerned.
Rokel, roll me a challenge die. And Hagen, roll me a challenge die.
No.
Yep.
I don't wanna.
His
Edward.
plans didn't. I'm on it. Good. You don't want me to do it.
Oh,
I
wow.
was gonna do it, I just didn't want to do it.
Here comes
You
the
hear...
effect. Do.
Oh. Yeah.
That
Okay.
was me. Just.
I'm not gonna have Trev roll because we were only supposed to really roll 3 there. It's every time he's gonna interact with the system, the warp core is gonna get more and more unstable. You see, Kelly, you see that on the indicator across the screen, you see a big bold lights. They say warp core terminally destabilized. Evacuate immediately.
Okay. This is personal.
Okay.
Alright, well, may I go next?
You
Go
certainly
ahead.
can.
Please.
This is fun. I thought this was
Okay.
gonna be a downtime episode. We're turning into a battle episode. Love it.
I am going to use my neural transceiver to counter hack and basically try to stabilize the warp core and lock them out.
Okay. So, you yourself are doing it. The ship will not be assisting you. This guy is still tippity tapping away. Okay. Go ahead, and this is going to be an opposed roll. This is going to be opposed by your daring engineering.
Alright. I would like to point out my hacker trait.
You get a free success.
Alright, and electronic warfare focus.
Yep.
It involves the study or programming of a computer.
You get an additional die.
So have 5 threat to max out my pool.
Okay, I'm spending that right back at you.
All right.
Go ahead and roll.
I will re-roll the 17.
Okay. Yeah, with you rolling against me, it's not necessary. It's not really even possible. He has a daring engineering score of 12, but his engineering score is only a 1. So 5, 6 versus 3, you get 3 momentum generated. You are able to successfully lock him out of the station. And you there's actually a. Give me one moment. There is something in the core rulebook that there's actually literally a specific task that you can do. Give me one moment, everybody. There's a stabilized warp core. There's other ones. Starship rules. Warp core breach imminent. Okay. So, in order to completely stabilize, so you have a couple of options at this point that I'll allow you. You are on the station. So you do have the ability to stabilize the reactor, which is going to be an extended task. Just to let you know that now. Or you can fully eject the reactor and eject it to be at close range, but that still might damage the station. What would you like to do?
Make a judgment call and eject it.
Okay. I will say that this will be the end of your turn. This is going to be a daring engineering roll with a difficulty of 2. I'm increasing the difficulty because of the situation to 3 and 4. So daring engineering difficulty of 4, and I'll say comp range of 2.
Okay, and does this count as involving the programming or study of a computer?
This... No. This
Okay.
is you executing a command. You're not programming anything.
I will only purchase 1 dice with threat.
1 dice with threat, I. Daring engineering diff 4 comp 2. Wow. Right on it. You hear a and the warp core is ejected. Okay. So, with my 1 remaining threat, I'm going to end the scene there. The battle scenario, the holodeck ends.
Oh.
One moment. And you see that the Jem'Hadar vanish. Those of you who have simulated injuries are now not injured. Okay. All right. And you all convene.
Edward stands up next to Kestra, smiling. Holds out a hand to help her up.
She
Berserk
takes the hand
kinda-
and is just like, "Don't do that in real life anymore, please. I don't think your body can physically take it."
Oh, come on. I have the entire right side we haven't even started working on yet.
Raquel looks at Woodger and realizes he has lost his phaser.
Yeah, you look at the simulated grader. The simulation is paused, but you see that the handle is actually red hot on the handle. It appears that the Nadion... well, actually, no. Go ahead and give me an insight security roll, Raquel. Difficulty of 2.
Okay. Small arms as focus for this one.
Small arms as a focus, yeah.
Okay.
I think at 30 feet away it's
And-
firearms.
Well, I'll go ahead and give you 1 threat.
Well,
And looks like did not need it.
you Fully did. Yeah. I just said difficulty 2. You got it.
All right.
Look, you got 4 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah. So, you see, you look at the phaser. You would surmise that, given your knowledge of Nadion generation, when you overtax a Nadion reactor, it has a potential to overload. You set the hand phasers were sort of the last thing that you did, to sort of complete the project. The hand phasers are, if basically mechanically speaking, if they roll a crit, like a critical failure. Actually, no, yeah, like a complication is what I'm trying to say. They are going to deal damage to the person that is holding it because it's really hot. Just because of how much energy a hand phaser. Usually, a hand phaser is very specific, small beam, but when you're firing these like a weapon and doing quick bursts like it just did, it has a tendency to overload.
Okay. Woodyard, Ensign, did you fire your Type 2 in the rapid fire mode, right?
I did.
Okay. Okay, something must have happened to it. And I'm going to say it is on my side, not on yours this time. This time raises an eyebrow at you. And because the sidearms were like a last
Not really an afterthought, Rokel, but like you were mainly focusing on the rifles, but then you saw the principle could be applied to the hand phasers as well.
I was mainly focusing on the rifles at the time, and the sidearms were an afterthought. So that is good to know about that. And what about everyone else's thoughts of the weapons, starting with Edwards, Captain?
Well, it seems with the additional power draw, some of the shots aren't as potent as I was expecting. Mainly because my rolls were trash.
I will try to improve on the power settings on it. Maybe put it like a different power pack into them, perhaps. Do I
Problem with the capacitor.
Yes, it
Do I-
loses quite a bit of power on the second shot.
use too
Because the
much
capacitor
power?
has not had the chance to fully recharge yet. They're only designed to have a very specific energy intake and output that energy quickly. We could install a second capacitor. The downside is the second capacitor, in order to make all of that work safely, we might as well just design a new phaser rifle from the ground up.
Well, do I summarize adding a new capacitor might help? Might work? Solve
Are you
this
asking me?
problem? Yes.
So, go ahead and make a. Go ahead and make insight security again. I'll say difficulty of 1. Yeah.
Alright. I this 1, 2. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You split up stress track 2 float. Yeah. So what Kelly and Hagen are talking about reads true to you. If you were to if you were to set this up, adding a second capacitor would basically turn this from like a burst shot, like rifle what it is now, into something that could lay down like suppressing fire like a machine gun, to use common parlance. You were sort of trying to thread the needle and not design, like fully redesign. You're just trying to improve what we already have. And since this isn't something that is, it's not always set like that. You can charge it to be like that. It's a good idea. It would be a good opportunity. You sense that it would be a good opportunity to get to work with like engineering to try to design a rifle that has better sort of power capabilities and that sort of thing. Your Starfleet protocol sort of head like rears itself and says the reason why phaser rifles are the way they are is so that they could be used scientifically if they need to be. Turning it into a full machine gun doesn't really have scientific capability. It's just usually a weapon. So, but it's something that you could definitely work with Kestra with Saoirse on.
I can work with you on that idea. On perhaps designing a whole new weapon at that point. But that is something to keep in mind. Thank you. And what about everyone else's thoughts on the weapon or the setting?
Well, it is something that you just sort of threw together. Excuse me, my throat is very dry for some reason. It's something you just sort of threw together over the course of a couple of weeks. This is brilliant, and it works great.
I thought the weapon seems to work pretty well. Um, I think we can probably keep the setting on the rifle. Maybe make a few modifications to it here and there, if need be. But in the meantime, we can probably perhaps get to work on the whole new weapon system.
Sounds like fun.
With that, you guys hear a door chime at the simulated door that's here.
Oh, is that the security team?
Come in.
In walks. Big boy. Let's make this always visible. One moment. Always you see, for some of you, an unfamiliar Lormian walks into the holodeck. For Kelly, though, and for Woodyard, you guys see Tetu. Tetu has made some like aesthetic alterations to his uniform. He's wearing sort of the same sort of dark gray with green tint cloak, but you see the little Starfleet comm badge, and he's wearing sort of worker overalls. Not the bright yellow ones, but some that are like darker brown, like civilian attire.
Raquel just kind of gives a growl at him.
Oh, sorry.
Notices the comm badge and just kind of looks over at his senior staff and raises an eyebrow.
Captain, this is Tetu. Potential new cadet.
Hey, you're the rank, right? Captain, hi.
Hello.
Comes over.
Tetu.
How tall is Edwards?
6'1".
He comes up to about your waist. He looks up at you, sort of the big, oversized ears, the tail that sort of is curling around. Holds out a very small mammalian hand. I'm Tetu. I noticed that people were doing something, and there were loud noises from this room, so I wanted to check it out.
I shake his hand. Yeah, we're just practicing with some new equipment.
Oh. Okay.
Well, nice meeting you, Raquel. Keep up the good work on the phasers. I have so much to do.
Edwards leaves. Dr. Tala says, and so do I, and walks out. Sort of pats you on the shoulder and says, Oh, we both went down. That was fun.
I went down saving Kester. What'd you go down for?
I was. The man had a sword. Walks the other way.
Okay, did Raquel see him go down? Curious.
No.
All right. Well, in that case,
see who? See who go down? Edwards?
Talus.
He was on the other side of the room, elevated, so I don't think you ever saw him.
All right.
I think
well,
the only
in that
person who
case,
would have seen it was Edwards because he was slumped down and facing that direction.
Yeah.
Kestra
in that
saw it.
case,
She was on
Oh,
the
yeah.
same
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah, Kester too.
Talus, I'm sure, will be very glad that Raquel did not see him go down,
For sure.
because Raquel would have just made fun of him, because he didn't go down. He managed to fight off one.
Is Rokel gonna hang out, or is he going somewhere? Just wondering what the simulation's sort of over. You get a communication from your security staff. Yeah, we saw what you guys were doing in the holodeck. We figured might want to run it on a slightly lower difficulty on the next holodeck over. I have a report for you if you'd like.
That's for you, Raquel.
Okay.
Good talk.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yep. Hi.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I was talking to myself because I thought my mic was on. Alright. So, Raquel will I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and run the same simulation for you, but this time on a lower difficulty.
Okay. Sad.
And just run down a detailed report of the weapons as well.
Yes, sir. And you head out to deal with that.
And while they're doing that,
Mhm.
Raquel will then do a little hunting session on one of the other.
Fun. Hetty sort of walks over and says, I figured this might be something that you want to see. I've been working on a program.
What is it?
I have to promise not to tell anybody because I'm actually not supposed to. We're not supposed to draw it. Well, we're allowed to draw it and make sculptures of it, but it's kind of it's one of those outsider things that we're not really allowed to talk about.
Well, I won't tell anyone if you don't.
Oh no, I'm not going to tell anybody. Not going to tell anybody at all.
Would you?
Hetty looks slightly scared as to what Titan will say.
Kestra just kind of gives him a look.
If
He's
you
just
tell
looking.
anyone, I will personally bust you down so far you'll have to go back to the academy.
What?
Hetty goes, geez. Okay. He comes over. Sort of in the holodeck. It's weird because people instinctively know like where the holodeck control panels are. They're always like hidden like contextually in the world. He immediately knows where it is. Reaches like his hand into like a hidden holder here, pulls out like a holodeck panel, puts it on the ground, and pulls out an isolinear chip. I think my memory serves me correctly. I don't know. You guys will have to tell me what you think. Plugs it in, and I do not, unfortunately, have a tile for this, but I will do my best to explain. The warp core melds and begins to shift as the Holo Matrix takes in this new program. Computer, mark the simulation Tetu Alpha 1. The home tree. And the warp core melds from just sort of now empty sort of area into, you see it start to change from the warp core. The warp core sprouts branches. The uranium and metallic elements sort of change from what they are into dark tree bark and wood. A huge mass system of roots spreads out around your feet. The metal panels turn into soft, pillowy grass that's never been mowed, sort of spreading out in front of you. The walls fade away, and you see just a cove sitting behind the tree, water pillowing, hiding like a secret little cave. The water flowing is crystal blue, sort of spreading out into a beautiful sort of tide pool that is glass, like solid on the top. It's no ripples in it or anything when it gets further and further away from the waterfall. Turning around, you see the forest extend out behind you. The forest is so thick that it looks like you can barely walk through it. Machinery has never been in here. You can tell you don't see any treads. All of the rocks are natural rock formations that are formed into small, sort of slightly uneven paths. Let me see here. Oh, it's actually perfect. You feel it goes from like sort of a room temperature to like slightly cool. It's twilight. And you see a magnificent tree stretching up high above you. Tattoo looks around. You guys are surrounded by beautiful, natural, untouched, just beauty. Just simple as that.
This is gorgeous.
We're not allowed to photograph it or anything. I had to do most of it from memory. I don't think the rocks are right, but I did the best I could.
What is this?
Oh, this is our home tree. It's probably the tallest tree in the nearest forest by our city.
I think I've seen this from the air.
Yeah. This is the one tree in the forest we're not allowed to climb. It just is a quiet place for meditation, and I don't know. It feels like the seed that created the forest.
This must be incredibly culturally significant to your people.
It is. Our civilization evolved and got more and more technologically advanced, but still with natural roots, but this has never been touched.
How tightly do your people control the seeds?
The seeds?
Yeah. Because I was just thinking, if you people are going to colonize new worlds, might be nice to bring a seed planted at the colony.
Well, this tree was, well, according to legend, was always here. It was never planted.
Can
The forest grew naturally around it.
Can I know this sounds weird.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything about the tree strike me as similar to my architecture?
Be more specific.
Like, does this tree look like it's not just a tree? From what I can see of it.
From the ecological data that you've gathered about my homeworld, this tree is an outlier, for sure. Normal, like rainforest canopies are generally pretty. I mean, they're uneven in parts, but like it's pretty.
The
Not
top
homogeneous,
usually
but-
is the top. There's a
Yeah, the top.
top
There's
canopy.
the way that forests evolve doesn't really make it conducive for a huge ass tree to do this. Like rainforests are rainforests because the canopy doesn't let other plants grow because there's no sun. But yeah, so
Right.
it's significant. I wouldn't say that you see anything particularly about it.
Oh, yeah, we don't have time to do it. But this, you say it was always there.
That's what our elders say.
You're a smart lad, Tattoo. How much do you know about ecology?
Enough to know that this is. I guess you always just think about it as something that's true about your lives, and you never really analyze it from the outside looking in. But it's definitely weird that the tree is this tall.
Excuse me, one of my PhDs is in botany. Perhaps I could investigate this tree? We might be able to even...
You have a botany focus. You do have a
Yes,
botany focus.
I do have a botany
I'm blown
focus.
away.
I tried to make
I love
it
the way you said that. Just like, yeah.
I tried to make the focuses as wide-ranging scientifically as possible.
Mhm.
Maybe I could study this tree. I mean, maybe even be able to clone it. Take
I
the
feel
very
like that's the sort of thing that would be considered profoundly culturally taboo.
maybe
Yeah, you see Tattoos looking at you really suspiciously. Yeah, I don't know about that.
the same essence of the tree would be in every tree. It would be the very same tree. Think about it.
Let's we'll come back
when
to
you're-
that.
No, we're not coming back to that. That's dead and buried. We're leaving that. Woodyard, forget about it.
I would say I'm not gonna have a roll. You know of trees on Earth that are like 5,000 years old, like for sure, like very very old trees. This seems, I mean, probably even longer than that. Yeah. So, I mean, you know of trees that last a really long time. And yeah, I guess what are you trying to look for?
With the tree?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would just like to study its makeup, like its genetic makeup. I know how trees are propagated. I know how trees are, that's basic 101 botany. But perhaps if there was something special about this tree, we could take what's special about it. I mean, he's thinking very scientifically. Yes, he's thinking culturally, but he's thinking culturally in terms of writing a book about culture, or reading a book about culture, not culturally as in terms.
I
of
do have to
spiritually.
go at this point. Thank you
Okay.
guys for the game.
So sorry.
Well, later.
We'll keep going here for a moment.
Bye.
Yeah, I have to go soon. But I have to go soon because I have to. Never mind. But anyway.
Yeah, Trev.
So he's thinking. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're not going to get a lot of that information you're looking for by looking at a simulation of the tree.
Sure.
To get like genetic makeup and stuff, you would need to take a scan and probably samples.
Yeah.
From the tree itself.
Which is a big no-no.
Well, we can't go back to the planet anytime soon, correct? I mean, but as soon as we.
Well, you could.
We've got a pretty fast ship.
Well, I don't. Well, I would have to talk to more members of species to figure out the exact culture. I mean, because I have um, uh, which I don't know if I have cultural studies, and I haven't looked actually. Let me take a look again.
You do not.
But yeah, I have an archaeological um, uh, degree as well, or focus as well. So I'm hoping that maybe there may be some kind of information when talking to future additional members of the species, if there's some kind of significance to the tree, or what can kind of what it's about.
All right, yeah. Um, yeah, you guys, Tattoo sort of is looking up at the tree, and all these thoughts are racing through Titan's head. Um, you know, Tattoo says, I don't. I loved growing up where I grew up, but I feel so much more potential here.
The one thing you said, the forest grew around the tree. Is it in a particular pattern, or
Uh,
does it look like a
Tattoo
special?
looks at you and says, I'm sorry, I don't know a lot of. I wasn't really interested in the lore of like the mythos of it. Leave that for the politicians and the elders. But that apparently the story goes that the tree was placed here by our gods and by our god of the forest, and that this tree is the seed tree for all the other trees in the forest.
Quite interesting.
Okay. It is now 10 o'clock my time. I think that's a good place to end it, unless anybody had anything really quick that they would like to do at
Nope.
the end.
Nothing quick,
No.
no.
Coffee black.
But Sersha is gonna just once she's finished talking with Tattoo, she's gonna go back to the ship because the last time she let someone rummage around her engines without her supervision, they created a malevolent AI.
Ooh, right. Next time on the Guan Yu. Awesome. I think we are going to end that session there. Thank you, everybody, for playing. We had a fun one today. Kind of, it turned into a combat thing, which I didn't really anticipate, but it was a scenario, and we learned some good stuff about it and upgraded our weapons. I want to thank everybody for playing tonight. I want to thank anybody who's watching. Is anyone out there?
Thanks, Titan.
It's getting harder and harder to breathe.
But I think we'll leave it there. I currently am and will continue to be your wonderful GM Tyler, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week.
It's true too. He's wonderful.
Oh, we're doing niceties this week?
Oh God. End the recording.